This is a video tutorial on how to assemble the S9 Power Floor Stand charging station. These are all the components that come in the master shipping box. You have the charging station, the pole that comes in two pieces, the power cord and some tools, and the base. These are all the contents unpackaged. You have the two poles, which are telescopic and screw into each other. This is the wall mount bracket for the charging station. If you choose to mount this on the wall, you will use these anchors and screws to do so. These are the brackets to mount. Eventually we'll mount the station into the poles. These are the brackets to mount the base onto the poles. You have your instructions and marketing material here, and also the wrench you'd need and the power supplies. The easiest way is to start at the bottom and work your way up building the station. So let's take the pole that has the three holes on the bottom and assemble it to the base. We would flip this over and use these three screws to secure this pole into the base using this wrench. Once we have this set up, the next step is to route the power supply cord through the pole. This is the part that plugs into the wall, and this is essentially just an extension cord for when an AC outlet isn't within reach. You can use this to reach an AC outlet. I recommend always installing this part and just to have it, and then tucking it into the pole if it's not needed to prevent it from being a tripping hazard and to just make it look better cosmetically. So to do so, we'll connect these two parts together and then route this AC prong through the top and feed it out through the bottom grommet. Ensure that this connection passes through this port. We've routed the cable through the pole. Be sure to leave at least 2.5 feet worth of cable length to route through the second part of the pole, which we'll go ahead and install right now. Now that we have the two poles connected to each other and the cable routed through the top here, we're going to go ahead and feed the last part of the power supply through the pole with the DC charging jack coming out through the top. Go ahead and feed excess wire down through the pole. Making sure to leave about 1.5 feet worth of cable length to route up the charging station and into the charging port. Go ahead and replace the plastic cap on the top here. 2, 1. The next step is to move on to the charging station portion, and using a Phillips screwdriver, unfasten these two Phillips screws. The next step is to take the mounting bracket and align it to the pole, and using these two screws, fasten the bracket to the pole and receive the screw through the hole on the other side of the pole. Earlier we unscrewed these two Phillips screws. We don't undo them entirely, we just unscrew them all the way to the end to allow for the hooks here to hook onto this mounting bracket. Once mounted, go ahead and use a Phillips screwdriver to refasten these two screws, and once you do so, it'll ensure a tight and secure fit, and your charging station is not completely installed, all you have to do is route this power cable to the charging port of the charging station. And that's it.